of our mat and we shall get moving. Okay, so from here, I just want you to just first of all come up onto your tiptoes and come down into your heels. And we'll just start from the bottom of the body, working our way up to the top. So just rocking up and into the heels. Okay, and really feeling through your toes. Get your toes to clench as you up and hold. Now, if you are on your mat, this is going to be a lot more difficult because it unstables you straight away. So if you wanted to make it easier, take it on to the floor. Okay, from here we're going to rotate through each ankle, move the feet, so try and push the whole foot into the floor. So each part of the foot does make contact of the floor, and let's go round the other way. All right, might feel a little bit clicky this morning. First thing in the morning is always a time where your joints are a little bit more, there you go, cold and quiet. So let's change the leg. So big rotation first. Good. And then we're going to go back the other way. So get that heat into the feet. They are what are going to take us through this morning session. So let's not forget the impact that they have. Okay, so from here, we're just going to slide down the side of the leg and just relax the arms and relax the head. Okay, so from here, if you are your ankle, your knees or your thighs, it doesn't matter. And from here, I just want you to hold on to any part of the back of the leg that you have. And we're just going to round up through the back. And then I just want you to completely relax. Okay, important here that we keep our head completely relaxed. So hook behind the leg, round the upper back, separate those shoulder blades, and then just collapse down and relax. Good, and we'll go again. So hold on to the back of the calves or the knees, round through the shoulders. Good, and collapse down. All right, so from here, I want you to stagger your crawl out. So we have one hand in front and one hand to a diagonal position. And just kind of wiggle, so you have a little twist as you come down into your high plank. And then we're going to go back the other way. Okay, so take one hand, diagonal, diagonal, and then I want you to sit in to your squat here. Hips up and repeat. So hands are all in line. So we're moving the spine, diagonal, into that high plank. Squeeze the glutes and we'll go back the other way. So twist and twist. Now there isn't like a right or wrong way to do this. It's just moving your upper body and your lower body together in a completely new way. So just twist out to the side, twist out to the side and into that high plank. We're going to come back and down one more time. So twist and twist it around. Good, and come down into that low squat. Try and get those heels into the floor. Sit here and get ready to move one more time. Extend the legs up slightly and twist and twist and twist till you get to that high plank position. Good. From here, I want you to turn your feet out and we're going to take the inside of the knees into the floor. Bring down with our forearms. Again, from here, we're just going to slowly push our hips off to wherever feels comfortable and allow our heels to join together at the back. And we're just going to roll through this, tap our head into the mat, come up to where feels comfortable. All right, draw those shoulder blades away from the ears and then we'll come back down, tap into the shoulders. Rolling back up, open out the chest. Now this is quite intense through the front of the hips, so don't push it too much, guys. We just want to get a little bit of release, and as we warm up through these reps, you'll find you can just extend that stretch a little bit more. So just find your way, tap in. Good. Now important to move the head as well. So as we come down, I want you to drive the chin into the chest and roll down, tap the forehead. And as you come up, open out the gaze, Take your chest off and hold. Good work. We're going to do one more. So bring the head down in, chin into chest, roll down into the floor. Good work. And then push up, looking forward, peeling back. Good. And then from here, we're going to push back. Keep those knees out wide and sit as low as you can forward into this child pose. So here, I want you to try and get full contact of your forearm into the floor and drive your chin into the chest. Okay, and from here, we're going to take our palms up and we're going to take them down. Rotating your palms up towards the ceiling and bring them down. Rotate up and down. Good. So this is often an area that we can get super tight and feel there's some niggles and pains because the shoulders don't tend to do a lot of rotation. They're just taking this time. Good work. And bring it back into the middle. So we're going to slide the knees in now. And what I want to do is fold the arm all the way underneath the armpit. Reach the other hand in front. Tapping the shoulder to the ground. And hold for a couple of seconds. Then from here, I want you to come up. Peel open that arm and rotate it above the shoulder. Spread your fingertips and open out. Scoop that hand so the forearm gets into the floor. Drive the front arm forward and sit into that stretch. Good work. And we're going to slowly come up, peel away, rotate, open. Separate those fingertips. Good. Scoop that forearm into the floor first. Take it all the way across as far as you can and hold. Sink into that stretch. And then we're going to slowly peel up, open out. Good work. And we'll do one more this side. So slowly worm it round. Forearm into the floor. Straight arm in front. Spread your fingertips. Sink low into the floor. Good. And then we're going to peel open. So it's quite nice to have a little twist here through your hip. So let's change the arms over. So from here, we're going to scoop the other arm underneath. Bring your front arm forward as far as you can and trying to connect that shoulder to the floor. And this is a nice release to the back of the shoulder. Now, if you want to hold this for a little bit longer, then do. It's totally your workout this morning. Okay, so you know where all some tightnesses are, or some niggles, or some areas that you may need to just work on a little bit more. Sliding in, reaching up and open. Good. Pushing that forearm into the floor. Hold. Well done. Good. Bringing up. Separate the fingertips. Great job. We've got two more here. So slide the forearm. Try and get that shoulder into the floor. Looking the opposite way. Reaching up. Open. Nice work. We go one more. Good. Really push that shoulder into the floor and take your other arm as high above your head as you can. Great job. Okay, so from here we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders and get into our spine. So here I want you to come into your cat-cow. So we're going to round the upper back, pull the chin into chest and take a moment to separate the shoulder blades and round your back as much as you can. As you inhale, prep for that exhale, you're going to fold that chest down, look forward and get as much curve through your spine. Exhale, draw the chin in, round the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. Good. And as you exhale, fold it down, draw those shoulder blades back into the ribs and look forward. Spread your fingertips. And as you exhale, move, push up from the floor. Good, get power through the hands. Well done. And drive it down. Good work. We're going to hold it into this position and I want you to take a gaze over each shoulder. And just holding for a second or two. Getting that nice twist through the spine. Well done. Good. And again, just hold for as long as you feel you need to. There might be one hip that's a little bit tighter than the other, which is totally normal these days. But ideally, we want to get back to even and balanced bodies. Great job. Okay, so we're going to come into the hips a little bit more now. So I want you to drive the leg as close up in front of your chest as you can. And from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to load the hips into the floor, but we're going to hook up the back leg and then we're going to tap it down. Okay, so we've got a stretch going on in the hip, but we want an active contraction from the hamstring. So this just allows a little bit deeper into those hips. So come up with a flexed ankle and tap down. Up and hold and relax. Up and hold and relax. Good work. Up and hold and relax. Nearly there. Let's go a couple more here. Up and hold. Sit into that stretch of the hips. Good. One more here. Up and hold. Well done. Again, we're going to take the inside hand, the closest one to the bed leg, and you're just going to push the inside of the knee and take it away from the body. Okay, so still allowing the hips to draw down in towards the floor. Good. And then we're going to scoot the front leg across a little bit into our pigeon. Okay, we're going to make this dynamic. So from here, we're just going to draw off the back leg and then sink a little bit lower and bring our chest up. Okay, so coming off the back leg, bringing our chest forward and then come back and sit back with the shoulders aiming to be over the hips. So chest rolls over and sink back and open out. And we can progress this as we go through the reps. So shifting forward and backwards, opening out through the hips. Well done. Trying to ground the glutes into the floor. That's it. And aiming for those shoulders to be over the hips. Good work. One more here. Okay, and whilst we're in this position, just relax the lower body. We're going to work into our hands. So I want you to place your hands flat to the floor, and we're just going to rotate the elbows forward and behind. Forward and behind. All right, so we're just rotating the upper arm and the lower arm. Freeing out those elbows, because there's a lot of tension probably through the wrists and through the fingers. Rotate, and it might seem quite a small movement, which it is, but it actually adds a lot to the functionality of your arms. Good. Okay, and now we're going to drive that leg back and we're going to swap with the other. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is just to allow the hips to fold down into the floor. Breathe. And whilst we're in this position, just take a moment and if there's any comparison, left to right. All right, and if there is, on this side, you might want to hold it for a little bit longer. So now let's draw in the heel, contracting the hamstring, tapping down. Up and hold, and relax. Up and hold, good work, and relax. Well done. And this is hopefully allowing your hips to increase the stretch, relaxing them just by confusing them of another contraction. It allows your neural pathways to switch off a little bit. Good work. We'll go two more here. Up and hold and relax, but flat and up and hold and relax. Great job. So the inside hand now comes in towards the knee, and you're just going to add a little bit of stretch there. Push the inside of the knee away from the body. Relaxing the shoulders. Anytime you're pushing down or pressured or anything, your shoulders naturally want to just rise up, but we want to kind of get them in a behaviour where they don't want to do that. Okay, so now we're going to scoot the leg across, sit into our hip, and we're going to move forward and back. Okay, so transferring the body weight forward, pick the back leg off, and then sit back a little deeper each time if you can. Forward and come back. So you can almost like use your foot to peel your body back a little bit further. And forward and peel it back. Try and sit up on those hips and have a couple of seconds. Forward and come back. Good. Opening out the chest. Sit forward and then drive it back. We'll go 2 more here. Bringing forward and get as much depth into the floor there. 1 more. Good, and we're just going to allow the hips to have a little bit more time. Now this time with the hands, we're going to go backwards with the palms. So start with your knuckles on the floor and then slowly allow the back of the hands to come down into the floor and relax. Now if this is too much, just stay on the knuckles, come down and then drive back up onto the knuckles. This often is a really tight area. And as you're in this position, try and push out the elbows so they face the opposite way. So they don't face behind us, they face in front. Good, and just hold for 3, 2, 1. Great work. Okay, relieve the hands, pop the leg back. Okay, and now from here, we're going to take the inside of the knees back out again. All right, and we're going to scoot down, and this time we're going to move side to side. So just want to watch me. So from here, we're going to take our hips to the side, and as we do, we're going to push the arm behind us, bring down into the mat, pushing the arm behind us. Okay, so keeping the heels off, so join in when you're ready. Bringing the chest down here, so keep the knees out wide. And we're rotating the arm around the head and coming back down. So here we really want to open out the chest, scoop it behind, high in the hip, bring it down into the floor and repeat the other side. Good. So the hands stay narrow to the chest, reaching behind, pushing the hips forward. So here, really allowing the hips to come forward, opening out, taking the arm behind. And we'll do 2 more on each side. So reaching round, try not to hit anything like I just did, and reach around. Well done. Good. 1 more on each side, pushing the hips forward. And really feeling that release through the shoulder blades, hopefully. As you peel back here, squeezing back behind. Great work. Okay, so that movement now we're going to progress. So we're going to roll over, pop the heels into the floor, the hand behind, and we're going to bring the hips up and reach the arm behind us. Okay, pop that hand down. We're then going to roll, heels in, hand behind, bring the hips up as high as you can and look behind. Okay, so join in when you're ready. Take it nice and slow. There's no pressure here to get any height, just to get the body moving. And you'll find as you go through the reps, it will start to come around to the idea of just rolling around on the floor. That's it, reaching behind. Good work. Sitting the hips down, coming across the floor. Good work, reaching up, opening out the front of the body. The front of the body is often closed. We bend over all the time. So coming into here with the bridge and the crab is great to open up the front of the body. 1 more each side. Good, reach up, push away the hand. One of my favourite moves, I have to say. Good, pushing up, heels in, reach up and over. Nice work. Okay, so from here now we're going to go onto our backs. Okay, and so bringing the knees up just in front of the hips. And we're going to follow this rotation with our arms. So what we're going to do is we're going to rock to the side, bring our hands to meet, and then open out, taking our hands over the head. So I want you to keep contact, the hand to the floor, as you roll side to side. And as you roll side to side, we can open up the knees and just have a little breather here, and then open up. So you're haloing the head, both arms, keep in contact with the floor. Rotate, open, bring over the top and back together. Good. Bring round and over the top. Good. Okay, so now we're going to slightly progress this and we're going to straighten off the legs. Okay, but we're going to start higher up. So here now, I want you to just take the leg over, okay, and then bring over the top to the side. Okay, drive the leg nice as straight as you can. Bring the heels up to the ceiling. All right, so it's like a happy baby, but extended version. But if you're happy to stay with the bent knee, go ahead. It's just totally your workout, obviously, as well. So just one more time. Reach around. Great job. And then we're going to come back onto our back. So here, I want to just take a bit of time to focus on the spine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring the knees up, and I want you to hold the base of your pelvis in your hands. Okay, and from here, we're just going to allow the knees to just fold. Okay, so just take a moment to whatever feels comfortable in this position for you to start with. So the first point of contact is just allowing the knees to fold down towards your head. Okay, now if this is too difficult, just bring your knees in and hug in towards the chest and hold. Okay, so what we're trying to do is create the whole spine as a massive curve. Okay, so either coming up, bringing your knees here. So just take a moment here, and you'll start to feel the stretch travel up either side of your spine. And then when you're ready, we can just open out the legs and allow them to straighten off a little bit further. Okay, so if that is too much, just keep the legs bent, but we do want to get a little bit of active stretch on the back of the legs, because this then plays a part on our spine. Okay, so now we're going to make this dynamic, and I want you to roll to seated, tap into the heels, and then we're going to roll up and see if you can tap the floor. Okay, so roll up into seated position, take your time, roll up, tap into the floor. Don't rush this, take your time, reset, and then if you want to hold for a little bit longer here, then do. Okay, so coming up seated position, and then when you're ready, come up and over. And just hold, relax, and then drive up and over. Relax the arm, good. And we'll do one more here. Up and hold. Nice work. You don't want to do this so you get too dizzy, guys. So just go to the length that makes you stretch those areas. Okay, so let's come over onto the back. And I want you to take one leg up, and we're going to keep the palms up facing the ceiling, and we're going to tap the floor here, and then we're going to take that one leg and tap it over to the other side. Tap onto the floor and tap over the side. Good. We'll do two more this side. Getting right across the body, getting that active stretch here through the side and through your lower back. Tap. Good. And one more. Tap. Good work. And over to the side. And we'll change, so bring the other leg up and go across the body. So the idea is that you keep it as close to the upper body as you can, so you get that release through the lower back. So like here, getting that release. Well done. Tap. Really just working with that movement. Palms open, facing the ceiling. One more time. Great work. Okay, bring the knees together. Just want you to rock up to stand, to sit in position. Okay, so from here, we're going to draw the heels together and roll back the shoulders. We're going to take a bit of time to go through the neck and a bit of movement through the face. Okay, so we can just relieve now stress and anxiousness or just habitual movements can often create a lot of stress around the jaw and around the neck. So we're going to take a bit of time to do that. So I want you to sit into this position because it will stretch the inside thighs as well. However, if it gets too uncomfortable, you're more than welcome just to cross legs and just try and draw the knees down to the floor. So choose your position. And first of all, I just want you to take your hands behind your head and just allow the head to come down into the floor, into the chest, sorry. And then open out elbows and take a gaze up as high as you can. Draw the elbows out wide and go again. Chin into chest. Good. And open out, elbows out wide, take the gaze up. Good work. And release the hands behind and just allow the head to tilt side to side. Good. Breathe. Well done. And we're just going to hold into the left. Use your left hand just above the ear and just give it a little bit of helping hand to just develop that stretch a little bit more. Feel free to close your eyes. Good, and release. We're going to scoop it over to the other side. And again, introduce the hand just above the ear. Working to your breathing, raising your diaphragm, getting that active breathing into the body. Good work. Okay, and just roll the head side to side. And then come into a more comfortable position. And then we're going to come into the head. So here we're just going to finish, and I want you to take 2 fingers, index and middle finger, in front and behind the ear. And we're going to start at the base of the jaw, the corner of the jaw, and we're going to roll up. Okay, and then come back down. So the base of the jaw, that corner bit there, that's where your finger wants to start, and the other finger is just behind. And we go 1 in front of the ear, 1 in behind the ear, and come back down. Good. Push in. Really massage through the outside. Good work. And do 1 more. Up in front of the ear, behind the ear. Okay, now bring your middle finger into the corner of the jaw and your index finger just behind. And we're going to push in, but we're going to open our mouths as well. So open up wide. And close. Push in. Open out wide. Push in. Close. Good. Open out wide. Push in. So as we push in, we're doing some trigger point treatment. So push into the jaw now with your middle finger and slowly open as wide as you can. And bring in. Good. And push into the jaw and open. Nice work. And we'll do 1 more here. Push into the jaw and open. Good, and bring them back together. Take the 2 fingers and rotate through the corner of the jaw. And I want you to work your way up in front of the ear. Okay, and keep going up to your temples. Small circular movements. Hold there into your temples. Good, just really gentle, small circular movements. And then just take your hands to the base of your head and just last little stretch of the neck. Take 2 big deep breaths in. Get power behind your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Great work. We're just going to pop the feet into the ground. Come on over the front. Extend the legs. Keep the head relaxed. All the way into the heels. And before we lean, we come up to stand. Just take a little sway side to side. Good, and then we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, bend into the knees, scoop the arms behind the back, reach up to the ceiling, above your shoulders, up onto your toes, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, folding down, come back up and hold onto the tiptoes. One more time, inhale, and exhale, bring it up to the top. Well done, gang. Good work.